I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I am currently setting up. Alright, I'm in tune. I have opened up and made the most ludicrous drop tune sound ever. Big stereo nonsense. I want something to just kind of like have a... That could be the chorus, though. So I just come up with stuff on the spot, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just kind of like, here's something in my head and kind of go for it. Okay, so I've got a template here, and it's got a drum loop on it that's going to work as a metronome until I actually play drums. Alright, I'm going to do the right side. I just took the headphones out. I've got enough stuff coming out of the speakers now that it's not going to bother me if I hear the strings. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on. This side I'm going to do slightly different. Alright, those are done. So now the thing I'm going to do is actually just layer that with standard tuning. I'm just going to do this in sections. These are overdubs to just make the tone sound a little better. It's kind of a hot mess, but I like it. Yeah, I can use that. I kind of trailed off into the verse there, but I think that's fine. All right, now I just got to find the other choruses. Yep, that's it. Okay. Oops, I'm thinking I'm in a different part, but, you know. Because that slide's a pain. Yeah, I'll just do that now. I was confusing myself, but I got it worked out. Do I want to do the verse? That's the question. Alright, I'm gonna drop the volume because those sound like absolute trash that loud. I'm not sure about this first. I might lose that because I think that sounds stupid. Alright, I'm gonna ditch these and just swap it out. Alright, so I'm gonna swap out this compressor for treble. Let's see. Alright, if I'm thinking about this right, the guitar solo should be in D major. Let me just do a little test run and see if I'm not flip-flopping this in my head. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna improvise. Alright, that was a short and simple one, but works. This chorus still needs some help. I want that massive wash of sound like I've got, but I need some clarity punch underneath. So I'm going to use some MIDI virtual stuff to pull that off. Put that there. Fart noise required. It's G and key. What the hell key am I even in here? It's twice now. Copy that. Paste that. Alright, I'm gonna grab my bass. It's done. I was getting the loading wheel of death, so I decided to just grab my bass while I was waiting. So do I play this in standard, or do I drop tune it? That is the question. I think I might just keep this in standard tuning. I would be dropping it digitally anyway, but I think I'll just do that. Okay, so I think I've got it. I'm kind of concocting in my head what I want to do. I think I'm going to do this and then layer it with some MIDI stuff, literally just an octave lower. easiest way to do this, start with, is literally going to be just that, because it's identical, except 1 octave down. Let me listen to this, make sure it's okay. Oh, you know what? No, that should be fine. The thing I've got to do is that. When I get to the... That's a G. Transposing as... my brain always wants to go backwards. Like if I'm going down a fifth, it wants to go up a fourth, and I get myself all confused. There we go. Just to make sure it's doing the right thing. Someone's going to be like, oh, you're not really playing the bass guitar, because I'm not going to show this when I do the multi-part thing. I played it just on the keyboard. That gets real small, and then right here. I'm gonna go before I pee my pants, and I will be on the drums, playing drums next time you see me. I just finished the drums, and I want to do something fancy. It's kind of like just 1 chord arpeggiating, but should do nicely at the end. Alright, I was just like singing some random stuff and warming up. I think I've got something, so I'm gonna go for it. Right through the song. That's awesome. I like when I do that, simply because it makes editing the video where I put all the parts together a lot easier. I kind of just got to a point where I was warmed up, knew what I was going to do for the first part of the chorus, and then everything else was just random improvising. So I just went a little nuts, screamed my face off, and that's it. That's how I put my songs together. Lots of improv. I come out here every morning and my mindset is I'm just gonna do something. I don't really even know what. I'm just gonna show up and do it. And as I just start playing, something comes together. If I just like dwelled on it and thought about it, nothing would ever happen. So if I have something pop into my head, like these lyrics, just kind of like I had a line or two, so I just kind of filled out some words and I was like, I'll make it fit. If I don't have anything, that's fine too. I just come out here, plop everything onto a song outline and end up with something. And if I do that, at the worst, I get practice. At the best, I get a really good song out of it. So it's, you know, just that mindset. And I'm not afraid to like just try things. Like my guitar tone is absurd and shouldn't be done, but it sounds cool. It's unique. The lyrics I put down are going to be copy pasted from my phone to the bottom of the description box, so you can check those out if you can't understand a word I'm saying, which is very possible. The middle of my description box is where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. So iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, whatever platforms I'm on should be in that list. And then the top thing, I say it's Christian rock in the beginning. I don't go on about it because that's not my thing, but I'm just kind of saying, hey, check this out because it's good stuff. That link will take you to teaching. It's only teaching, nothing else added. It's not subjective like everything else I see, which means they're importing denominational, traditional, and any kind of other baggage and twisting the meaning of things. This is objective teaching where it's just grammar translation from the original languages. That clears up a lot of stuff right there. Bird's eye view of the whole thing, text in context, because text out of context is error, and it's just, what does this actually say? What were the writers intending? And like I said, just teaching, nothing else. So I think it's a good resource, and that's why I put it there. That's it for this one. So I will see you tomorrow. I usually post an instrumental track later as well as these. That's a lot of like metal instrumental stuff where I'm just doing, it's a lot more MIDI instruments. So when you hear those, I'm usually playing it on this. That's why I don't have a 7-string or 6-string Dingwall bass, which you're hearing on those. I wish I did. I don't. So yeah, I just use those, but it's more composition, and it's just, I make those things for myself to like listen to as background music when I'm doing something and just want to drown out everything. So I put those up there, and I figure if someone else wants to hear it, they can. So that's why those are there. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just another day in the life of the land, a living mountain of the cliff. Nobody cares, they just want theirs. Well, soon they're gonna get it. Not today, and nobody knows. Maybe it's coming. Say son, watch it when it's not too high. The times of the world tonight. Steady breath, sounds to the